New patch. New patch. Too anxious, too excited. Getting adrenal from this. This is the best patch ever. Mentioning all the things that I've wanted for like a decade in this game. This is the best patch ever. I'm already calling it. Now we all got new castles. Look at that. They look pretty cool. All right, they say try to guess what ones are what. Is this Portuguese? Japanese? Maybe? Vietnamese? Ethiopian? Oh, this is I don't know who that's gonna be. Persians, maybe? I've been asking for this, and not like on forums or anything, ever since DE came out. I thought DE was gonna come out with this. I'm so happy, unreasonably happy over this. Getting a visual distinction between non-unique units did have visual distinctions, like Elite Battle Elephant versus Battle Elephant. There was a visual difference. We had the Janissary with the hat and without the hat. Oh, heck yeah. Do and make out with yourself. Two units have received non-upgrade visuals. Ballista Elias, Longbowmen, Shotels, Kamyuks, Geppetto. I want to see the Geppetto changes. The Teutonic Knight is super sick. It's got the auto helmet. Auto everything. Throwing Axeman gets like thick chainmail. Oh, look at that. He's got like blankets on his camel. That's great. And this is like the most gaudied up Hussar imaginable. Tarkin gets a hat. Samurai with the flag. I love the flags that do this. I used to have Lego figurines with the samurai, the flags on their backs, and I've been won over ever since then for these. So they got like lesser versions. This guy loses his shirt. This guy gets armor. Elephant gets armor on its head. It's a hat. Regional monks, nice. Oh, this is pretty cool. I like this one. That's good. This is already a building these are both buildings that are already in the game, so why not just add them? This was no work for them at all. This was just swapping some files. Attack animation sync. Wow. I wonder if the 1080 ramp's gonna not accurate, because it used to go like 1, 2, pause, 1, 2. That's how all the rams were, because the animation attacked before the damage came in. So Scout Wars spears are like doing this. And they do damage like every 4 seconds. It looks so bad. So I can't wait for this change. This is something that I've wanted in the game again since DE came out. I thought they were gonna fix all this with DE's release. They're finally doing it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for it. I'm so deeply happy for this patch. Idle animations. Are the samurais not just gonna keep sheathing and unsheathing though? Are they gonna stop? Technology tree update. New color. Alright. Unique buildings are pink. Efficient use of space. Yeah. Fire Lancer. Alright, Fire Lancer is not replacing the spear line. Alright, I wonder what this is. I wonder what they're like. They're removing supplies. Also, what is a traction trebuchet? What is that? What does this do? It looks like a treb on wheels. Oh, is that gonna be like a bombard cannon? Like everyone who doesn't get BBCs gets traction trebs? That would finally balance the game in a lot of ways. Consistent wording. That's something that's bothered me. This is exciting. I like it. I like what I'm seeing here. You guys can read it. Alright, so this is the quick pop-up thing. Alright, that's good. All attack values of the unit. Fire Archer? Who are you? Shock Infantry? Is that like armored? High Pierce Armor maybe? Editors. Yes, this is gonna be great. Because it's so unclear to get into watching your own scenario or making your own scenario. You have to go like single player. This looks very good. No one cares about campaign. No one's ever played the campaign. Balance changes. Steppies. Okay. Reduced, cheaper. That makes sense because they kind of fall off. It's hard to transition to elite step unless you have like a good lead. Cav Archer train time because Cav Archer meta's going on. It takes longer to get the critical mass, which Cav Archers need. I kind of like it. Heavy Cav Archer. Slightly slowed down. Elephant Archer cost. Not reduced. Changed. Makes it better earlier. Worse later until you get treed up in a team game. Transport ship, gonna do more drops. They're gonna be Pershing douching on islands. Everyone's just gonna get their whole eco in the one transport ship, ship it over. I think it's a good idea. Ships are already so hard to use, transport ships. I don't mind this. I kind of like it. Yeah, then you don't need running in dry dock, yes. Transport and drops and all that are like the coolest thing in island games, so I'm glad that they're kind of encouraging this. Trade cart move speed increased. Trade cog move speed increased. Alright, so trade's like way more valuable. Caravan, less effective. Siege towers used to be able to be converted further. Ah, all right. So they balanced out when you get fletching, and then you need to add more vills to your towers. I like it. Does this mean monks survive? Okay, so they don't survive without sanctity still. Infantry update. Okay, okay. So everyone loves infantry. Everyone, but they're awful. They're awful. Supplies removed. I hope supplies is just baked into them. That's great. I like this. Is this spear speed? Spear speed is 1. Okay, so they're almost 1. Thanks, Hardy. This is a big deal, I think. I thought men with arms needed a speed boost. I thought longsword specifically needed it the most because they never really see any real use. The problem with this, buffing infantry, every civ that they've added that have extreme infantry buffs, so they're viable. Romans, the melee with the armor, super strong buffs. We'll see in the changes down here. Two-handed swordsman, reduced the cost by 100 food, reduced the research time, HP increased. Oh, I like this. I like this. Forced levy. Oh, Yampion. 100 food cheaper. That's 200 food cheaper to get Yampion. And 30 seconds faster all around. Attack increased. Arson moved to feudal age. This makes men with arms probably very, very viable. If civs get arson, men with arms bashing through your walls, that's definitely viable. Hideout, they can get through the palisade walls pretty well. And distance, like, now they're moving faster, so distance won't matter as much. I'm excited. I think this might be pretty interesting if they tune it properly. They might just have like buffed melee way too much with this. I really like this part quite a lot. I like the civ balance. Aztecs, jaguars. They're super buffing their damage. Just normal damage. 1 attack when defeating a military unit, up to 4 jaguar warriors. They're not awful. Like, they might have other use cases. This is really cool. I don't think this is gonna play out too much because I don't think each individual unit gains too many kills. 31 max attack. Bengalis. Ratha. Increased time. This needed to happen. They have a lot of cheese strats. I mean, Red Phosphorus. The CPA community is gonna be like, everyone wants Aztecs now. This is wild. I'm very happy to see this. Jags have been awful. The whole time they've existed, they've been awful. Bulgarians. Dismounted conic. Alright, so more pierce armor on the guy who gets back up. They put on the saddle from the horse. They get knocked off their horse. They fall off. Back up. They got some pierce armor now. I'm too excited. I'm acting things out. But they gain a pierce armor when they fall off the horse, which is, I guess, makes them more viable. I think they're like the coolest unit. Burgundians, Flemish militia. I guess they can just always do Flemish militia, which I guess like makes sense. Kind of like a spear unit with this bonus versus cavalry. Pretty beefy stats, not good armor. 14 seconds train time. They're like a man with arms, with slightly worse. Build time 22 seconds. Build time 21 seconds. Okay, so it's like a quicker reaction unit. It would have been cool if they behaved kind of like the humans in Warcraft 3. And you can get your vills to go to the TC and pick up their armor and go. Woad waiters. Cost increase. Okay, so their movement speed has been staggered. I like this. I thought they should have done this when they first removed it from the Dark Age and they had the Huang rush of just like militia, and then you had the Goths spamming, where Goths just never got out of Dark Age, just spamming militia. Do you guys remember that? I love that era. That era was really fun. So I think they are significantly faster. Fire Lancers. Alright, so they're adding the Chinese civ stuff. Our Chinese not being split, where we all bamboozled. I don't know what Lu Xuans are. Dragon ships. I'm so curious what Fire Lancers do. Li Chukunu? More damage. Upgrade cost. Increased quite a lot. Because, like, once you get Elite Chukunu rolling, there's not much that can stop them. Because they fire so many arrows, they're like anti-archer units. Like, they blow up rams in seconds. Because there's, like, so many single damage hits hitting it. Rocketry increased as well. Wood versus food. Rocket cart. So rocket carts are gonna be replacing the Mangonel line. Losing Camel Riders is pretty big. Cannon Galleon. That kind of hurts her late game water. Dravidians. Rumi Elite going up. Movement speed increased a little bit. Gain access to husbandry. It's still really rough. Maybe it's anti-monk play. Ah, they're changing. They're changing the stagger. They're nerfing it all around. -1, -2, and -3 each age for Georgians. I think that was needed. Goths. Huskies. Reduced. This doesn't do anything. Maybe this does do it something. No. It's 5 and 5. 5 food and 5 gold cheaper. Maybe that's alright. Huns. We're gonna get ready for the thuds more often. Will there be thud? That's the real question. Levies. Removed. Silk Road. Silk Road was like cheaper trade cards, right? Yeah, cheaper trade cards, that was right. Foot archers getting melee and pierce armor. And condos, melee and pierce armor. But it's built in. Pyrotechnia. And cannoners pass-through damage. And more accurate pass-through damage. Handies. Japanese. You know, everyone still wants the Japanese toggle between archery unit and melee unit. But I don't think they're gonna do it. At least not yet. Now we just need the Korean turtle ship to be changed to a melee unit and I'll be completely happy. We'll see when we get there. Cheaper samurai. Additional movement speed. And 1 attack when charging at an enemy unit. Is that like, do you just right click an enemy and then they start moving faster? If so, that is super cool. I hope that's how it works. Hope it's not like Zealot charge from StarCraft 2. But if they just right click an enemy unit and they start moving faster, that might be pretty cool. Galley line +4. Alright, that's easier to understand. Plus Ellie. Yeah, I'm not surprised that they're reducing it by 1. They kind of snowball pretty heavily. Koreans. Massive update to the units and bonuses. Gain fire. Alright, so Fire Lancers adding regional units. So this means that they're losing their mangonel thing. If they're getting the rocket cards, because Chinese lost mangonel, and this replaces it. Oh yeah, they just said it right here. Villagers +3 line of sight. So they replace the eyeballs of all your teammates' villagers too, to make them stronger. Cool. It's a pretty useful civ bonus. War wagon bonus damage versus buildings. It's an archer unit. It's an armored archer unit, and it's just blowing up buildings. Total ship. Here we go. 2 volleys of rockets. Is this like organ gun maybe? See if the large number of statistical changes. More effective versus galley line, but vulnerable to demo ships. If they changed it to melee range, they'd also be more vulnerable to demo ships. I just want historically accurate turtle ships. Chinky Sean. Plus change from 800. Oh, that's a big increase in swap from wood to food. Mangonel +1 range. Yeah, it's pretty dang strong. I could see increasing the cost. That's fine. Oh, effect change. Never mind. Fire additional rockets +1 range. Oh, melee didn't get any nerfs to their melee bonus. Force Levy. Every Imp Age game would be awesome. It's my favorite attack in the game. Organ gun. HP reduced. Mangonels, probably rocket carts. Gonna be able to handle them better, I'm gonna assume. Maybe cavalry can handle organ guns better too. Oh, okay, legionary. Oh yeah, that's because the militia line. Lose access to arson. I mean, Romans are gonna be insane, I think, because they're all about the infantry line. And the infantry line just got omega buffed. I want turtle ships to be historically accurate and have to smash into things and then fire cannons and blow them apart. That's what they did. They were like a bumper car, but they're a bumper boat, and they would slam through Japanese wooden ships, and they'd smash right into them. Boom, wood everywhere. And then they would start shooting cannons once they were inside the ship, and the ship just explodes from the inside out. It's like the coolest thing, like historically with naval battles. You got like the corvettes, which I wish the Romans got. Imagine corvettes in this game. Corvettes are they're like a bridge that they take a ship, they pull up next to your ship, because Romans didn't know how to do navy battles. So they were like, we'll take the land to your navy. They pull up next to you, and then they take this thing and goes boom. And then they got a bridge and they run across. And then they all fight you on your own ship. Yeah, so losing access to arson though. Maybe. I don't think that's enough balance though. I think Romans and Malay are both gonna be popping off. Malay already are like maybe the best. If they are my favorite, I think they're gonna be off chops, as we would say. Sicilians. Sergeant. Cost changed. Alright, so it's more towards food. Movement speed increased. That's 0.01 slower than every other infantry line. Armor changed. They are getting so tanky. Look at these numbers. They lose Pierce. They were a little too tanky in the Pierce armor. This 6 armor. Donjon. Dark Age. Can't shoot arrows. So feudal. I guess it's like your barracks replacement then. Slavs. Free arson and gamisons. Okay, so what I was saying before, any civ got free arson. Their men with arms are gonna be crazy good. Swinging torches over here. I think that's gonna be a very viable Slavic opening. Spanish missionary. Picked up a cavalry armor. That's kind of funny. Armored donkeys. Teutons. HP increased. Base conversion was... Oh, they're even more resistant. You'll never change the Teutonic. I think they should just make conversion immune units instead of just like making it like now you got 12-second cast on it. Why not make the scout line immune to conversions? It just feels like cheap RNG if you get it sooner. It's a work in progress in my head. Don't listen to me. Microsoft Sam. They're just gonna survive archers better now with this plus 10 HP. It's because they're cool hats. They got new cool hats. They need more buffs so that you actually see them more. Everyone loves Teutonic Knights. They're like everyone's favorite. Vietnamese Fire Lancers. Oh, all right. All the East Asian civs are getting Fire Lancers, and maybe no, they're not getting the rocket carts. Civ bonus, HP bonus adjusted, archery range units, and Fire Lancers. Zerkers decreased in cost. They're cheaper now. 5 gold cheaper. Cool. I wonder what their speed is. 1.05. New maps. Random maps. Montezuma. 2 new random maps. Glade and Fortified Clearing's now in the game. Nice. Fortified Clearing I think is a good map, so that's kind of cool to see it out of tournaments in here now. Didn't that first debut in, was it TTL 2? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. Tell me. Tell me in the comments below if I'm wrong. Glade. I have no clue what Glade is. It looks like they have relics, gold in the middle, stone on the outsides, and hills. I guess the depictions here. These are really nice drawings of walls, though. I appreciate this. This is nice. Great wall. We got chickens. I love how there's chickens depicted on this map. That's the best part of Great Wall. Quick start. 6 additional villagers. So we got like tournament settings now bringing into the game. I've wanted this for a while. Map balance. New extreme elevation type on Arabia. So I assume that's going up to 16. And then a 50% chance that a regular huntable cannot be pushed. Arena also has that. And Arena also has some elevation. I always wanted some elevation on Arena, so I'm very excited for that. Mega random. Extra villagers in mega random. More variations. 1 herdable close to starting villas. That should probably help, like, just a little bit with the RNG. Yucatan got some big changes. Increased number of predators. More like Yucatan. Whoa, this is a real lot. Whoa. New trees. New trees. This is for our ASMR videos. 1984, what a year. Asian Pine. 2016, Rip Harambe. Willow. That's this year. Asian Maple coming out in 2 years. Lush Bamboo. Alright, we have to look at all of these. Because these are going to be on our ASMR videos. Beautiful landscapes. Look at these cliffs. These look great. Lush Bamboo. This is what bamboo really looks like. Glad that they added this. Peach Blossom. Heck yeah, we in Japan now. Willow trees. I always loved willow trees as a kid. Pretty cool branch. Chickens. There's the chickens already. Are they huntable? Oh, these are nice. This is a nice color variation. These are like the red maples that are all around in my neighborhood. Pandas. Panda rock. It just says new predatory animals, and I was saying pandas. I was like, these aren't predatory. Also, black bears aren't predatory. I have footage of this.
Whoa, there's a black bear. Holy shoot. Hey, black bear. It's the first bear we've seen.
I have footage of a black bear not killing me while I was on the bike trail. Polar bear would have killed me. Arabian wolf probably would have killed me. Polar bears. Oh, they already killed someone. Evidence. I can't click this one. Chicken. Herdable. Herdable. 3 color variations. Brown, white, black. Only 65 food. I was curious if the chickens were going to be 15 of them instead of your 8 standard sheep or something because they're tiny. Just some variation in that. It's pretty interesting. I like it. Gajars are going to be able to get their eggs. Argali. 1896. What a year. I hope this thing can spawn on cliffs. Pasture. We did see pasture up there above. I don't know what that is. I think Chinese is being split and this is going to be their farm differentiation. One civ is going to have a different farm called a pasture. Maybe bring like herdables to it and then it works like Grajaras. That's my speculation. Deep water yellow. Shallows yellow. Maybe this is for the that muddy Chinese river that's all like orangey yellow. Look at that. Look how yellow that is. AI. What does the A stand for? What does the I stand for? Pathfinding. I'm just gonna blindly trust that it's better. Scenario editor. We can go up past 7 now in scenarios. We can make mountains and then put the mountain thing on top of the mountain. Oh, let's look at this. Wait. Oh, we got new units here. Got these guys with spears and wooden shields. Like tower shields. I suspect the pasture is gonna be something. Maybe a farm? And you can like task like a farm cow? Who knows? The cow just walks around on the farm like a villager. 5 brand new civs in the expansion. So yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the trainees are gonna be split. I'm sticking to it.